Hey everyone, today we're learning something super important in grade 9 math, which is how many solutions a system of linear equations can have. That means how many times do two lines meet? One time, never, or all the time? Let's break it down in the easiest way possible. So, what is a system? A system is literally just two lines either parallel, intersecting, or just on top of each other. And when we are asking for number of solutions, we're basically asking about how many times do these lines intersect with each other. And some of you might not know what intersect means. And that's totally fair because it's a new word. Intersect means how many times does a line pass through another line? Like this line passes through it once, right? So, like, let's talk about all the possibilities, which generally are only three types, and mostly there are only three types. So, what are the three types of solutions? There can be one solution, no solution, or infinite amount of solutions. One solution, as we can see here, only intersects once, so there's only one point of intersection. No solutions shows that the lines are parallel, like railway tracks, as they just keep going and never cross paths with each other. Infinite solutions basically mean that a line is over another line. So, just to provide you guys with a bit of recap, I guess. So, when does one solution happen? One solution happens when the line only crosses at one point, meaning that their slopes, this word is very important, meaning that their slopes are different. What do we mean by no solutions? No solutions happen when the lines never meet, meaning they have the same slope but different y-intercepts. Remember the form of line? Y equals mx plus c, where this is the gradient or the slope, and c is our y-intercept. And when do we have infinite amount of solutions? If a line lies on top of another line, like I have this line and the other line just lies on top of it, that means that they have the same slope and y-intercept. And this is probably the fastest way to tell how many solutions a linear system has, as we can just look at the slope and compare the slope. If the slopes are different, like different slopes like 5x and 3x, that means that there's only one solution. But when we have the same slopes but different y-intercepts, so let's say 5x plus 4 and 5x plus, I don't know, 2, that means that we have no solutions. These lines never intersect. And when we say that they have the lines, the linear systems, like the expressions in the linear systems, have the same slope, so like 5x and 5x, but and also the same y-intercepts, 4 plus 4, that means that they have an infinite amount of solutions, meaning that the line lies on the other line. And let's just say that our teacher is really strict in the terms of saying that she needs work, right? And how would you show the work? This is where the previous lessons come in, as we're going to be showing work using elimination and substitution. And you might ask how? How does this help us? So, this helps us as when we solve the linear system using elimination or substitution, we get three possible answers. Either we get 0 equals to 0, or 5 equals to 5, or I don't know, any number or any statement that is mathematically correct. We have an infinite amount of solutions. Lines are the same, meaning they lie on each other. When we get, let's say, x equals to 3, or I don't know, y equals to -1, or x equals to 6, and y equals to -4, that means that there's one solution, and that the lines intersect only once. And now let's say we have a statement that is mathematically so wrong, like 0 equals to 5. That means we have no solutions and that the lines are parallel, like the railway track analogy I gave you guys. And now let's try to do some practice questions with what we have just learned. So let's do the first question together. Here we have y equals to 2x plus 3 and y equals to 2x minus 1. So here we have to solve only looking at the slope. So for the first one here, our slope is 2, and for the second one here, our slope is 2 as well, meaning that they have the same slope of 2. And remember when we talked about the same slope, I also mentioned that if they have the same y-intercept, they're going to be basically intersecting each other infinitely. But if they don't, they're not going to be intersecting each other. And here, our y-intercepts are +3 and -1. So that means that these lines have no solution. Let's try another question, which is y equals to -4x. This is a negative, sorry, don't bother the thing at the bottom. -4x plus 2 and 5x minus 9. Here, we can clearly see the different slopes. So what does that mean? So let's say we have -4, right, and 5. We have different slopes. Different slopes mean that there is one solution and that the lines only intersect at one point. And try this question yourself. I'll give you like 10 seconds. Actually, like 15, but try it. Okay, now let's move on to using elimination to predict the number of solutions. And how can we do that, you may ask? It's okay if we all don't understand at once. And I'm here to teach you guys, right? So let's say we have this. Let's do it up here actually. Easier to see for you guys. Okay, let's say we have 4x minus 2y equals 6 and 2x minus y equals 3. So how does elimination work? If you guys didn't understand it from the previous video, you just have to make the number in front of one of the variables equal to number on top. So here, what can we do? How about we just multiply this whole equation by 2, right? So, and if we multiply the left side, we have to multiply the right side. So what does that give us again? We have 4x, sorry, minus 2y equals to 6, and 4x minus 2y equals to 6. And when we put in a subtraction sign here, we get all of them cross out. We get 0 equals to 0. And what does that mean? That means right here that there are an infinite amount of solutions. Infinite, sorry. My grammar's been just wild these past few days. Now let's try B. We have 3x plus 6y equals 12. and x plus 2y equals to 9. You might be wondering why I put the 3 here, aren't you? So I was just trying to confuse you guys. I'm sorry. So here we looked at the x and we looked at the y. What do we need to make this x equal to the x on top? We have 3 x's here and we have only 1 x here. So we multiplied the equation by 3. Now, if we multiply the left side, as I just mentioned, we have to multiply the right side, which gives us with 3x plus 6y equals to 12, and 3x plus 6y equals to 27, right? And when we solve this, these all cross out, giving us 0, and we get 0 equals to 15, right? And this statement is not mathematically possible. So that means that there are no possible solutions, meaning that the lines never intersect and are parallel. Now, try this question yourself. Remember, there are only 3 possibilities when we're saying how many times the linear systems can interact or basically intersect with each other. Now, let's move on. Let's move on to the number of solutions we have using substitution. Substitution. Previous video, remember? So now, here we have y equals to 2x plus 1 and 3x plus y equals to 10. You might be wondering, how can we use substitution to see this? So here we can clearly see that we have our y value. So now can we not just plug in the second equation? Can we not just say that 3x plus 2x plus 1, sorry, I'll be equals to 10. I was just trying to copy, sorry. Now we can, after that, just say that 5x equals to 9 and x equals to 9 over 5, right? And what did we learn up here? That when x equals 1, any number, it doesn't matter whatsoever, unless it's imaginary, like I, which you'll learn about in the future. Which, if you want some information about it, it's just like negative square root, like next square root of -1, right? That is equal to I. Um, so this has one solution, one, and the lines just intersect at one place. Let's do B now. Here we can see that we have another y value, which is y equals 2x, plus 7, and 2x plus y equals to 1. So how can we solve this? Just plug this equation that we have here for y here. So we can just say 2x plus minus 2x plus 7 equals to 1. And we get x's and x's cancel out. We get 0 equals to -6 as we take this there, right? Or if we keep it here, we can just say that 7 equals to 1 or 0 equals to -6. Both of these make no sense. They're just wrong. That means that we have no solutions, meaning that the lines are parallel. And try this example yourself now. Alright, feel free to pause the video if you need more time, but let's move on because we don't want our video being too long and you getting bored from me talking. I'm sorry guys, I have to. And that is it. You now know every way to find how many solutions a system has by looking at graphs, comparing slopes, substitution, and even elimination. You're like a master now. So brave, so quick. Now, just a reminder, just remember if you can, we'll come back to the video if you like me that much. So, when an equation has a normal answer, by normal answer, I mean like x equals to 10, x equals to 5, y equals to 4. That means that we have one solution, meaning one POI, point of intersection. And you might be hearing me call it like equation, but I'm referring to systems, by the way. Now, and when we have something impossible like we saw back here, right? 7 equals to 1, 0 equals to -6. That just makes zero sense. We have no solutions, meaning that the lines are parallel, like railway tracks. And when we have something always true, like 5 equals 5, 4 equals 4, 0 equals 0, we have infinite solutions, meaning that the lines are on top of each other, or like it's like they they're like siblings that just stay together always, right? And that just brings me to the end of the lesson. And I love your progress, by the way. And remember, doing one thing for math every day can get you so ahead in life. I it's personally giving you an advice. Just I don't know, just research. Just do your best. Thank you. And here I sign off. And I'll see you in the next brilliant, brilliant lesson of mine. Bye.